Okay, good afternoon, all. Welcome to our BioTime 7.0 training. It will be like we will be introducing regarding the BioTime 7.0 and its on introduction, features, and some application levels. Okay, myself, Rosemol John from ZK Teco Dubai. So today I will be handling this training. Okay, so today we will cover the topics introduction regarding the BioTime 7.0 software and some features like important features and the architecture of the system, like how it will be working and the workflow, everything. And the recent launch that we have, the mobile application of BioTime 7.0. And we will be showing you some successful case studies of some customers using BioTime 7.0. So let's move to introduction part. So BioTime 7.0, it's a tool to handle the full attendance on centralized mode. Okay, so we can handle multiple devices from even different countries and different locations. You can connect to the central system. So it's a server based system. It can handle multiple, like thousands of attendance terminals through the internet, like any network by 3G, Wi-Fi, or any of the network conditions. We can connect the devices. Okay, and the system can support like can connect it to real-time status. All the devices will be in real-time status. You will be getting the attendance views. So we will be showing you more things on the next coming slides. Okay, so the main features, like main advantages, all the data, like all the attendance data regarding the employees as well as the transactions from the machines, it will be flowing to the system automatically. Okay, and we can handle the devices remotely in manner. For example, you can handle different devices, like no need to do at a time. You can handle, it's a real-time manner. You can connect all the machines and handle the operations regarding device as well as the software. So it will be easy to handle all the machines in a single system. And multiple admin privilege, it's another privilege you can do in BioTime. Like you can create administrators, like multiple administrators. There is no limitation on the number of admins that you are going to create. So it's unlimited administrators you can create and handle the system in easy way. And of course you can install, like you can use the configuration of the shifting, scheduling, because it's important thing in the attendance system. So you can create the timings, you can assign to the schedules. So you will get a final report based on your company roles. So it will be easy to get the final report in terms of attendance as well as the payroll. Okay. So this is a overflow diagram. For example, you can see how the system works. So during the introduction, you can see this one, like the BioTime 7.0 in the center part, it will be the server. So in the server, you can install the software. The setup you can install on the software server. Then you can connect the machines from different locations through internet. As I mentioned, you can use LAN, 3G, Wi-Fi. It depends on the device. Okay, and it will be real time connected to the server. And server will be having one database and the application part. And the employees or the managers or administrators, they can access through the same way, like how the device is connecting to the system, the same way. So you can use public IP or dynamic address. You can access the system through Google or Internet Explorer, the normal web browsers. You can use it. Okay, so you can handle the system through online, like a like live system. They can do everything through the system through online part. Okay, so this will be the workflow we will be explaining in the architecture part. And we have real-time dashboard. You can see here 4 parts. It's like first part, it's showing the percentage of attendance. It will be giving you how many present, how many is absent. Okay, and in the exception case, like attendance exceptions like late, early leave, and absent, these things will be diagrammatically represented here. So the system will represent easy manner, like you can understand in an easy manner how many employees are working in the company now, currently, current status. It will be real time updated, and how many are late, how many are early leave and absent. And the third part you can see with the photo. It's like how the system is running now in the machine part, like how many people are punching at the current live moment, and you will get the user photo, attendance photo, and the timing. So if you are using the mobile application to punch, you will get the location also. Okay, so it will be like first in, last out. You will get the last recent punch in the top. Then the fourth one, it will give you a statistics like the peak time or how is the peak time in the attendance part. So in the company, you can analyze in which time most of the employees are coming and how they are behaving. You can evaluate their behavior. Okay, so mostly if all are late or something, you can see the time of punch, what is the time of maximum punches and minimum punches. Okay, so this dashboard don't need to refresh any time. It will be real time updated on your first page. So let's move to features. So here we will be explaining to you each features, and it's like I will be explaining through the software itself, so it will be clear for you. Okay, so these are all the main features. As you know, in the BioTime, there is different modules to handle the complete attendance system. For example, we have access control, payroll module, and for the HR system, we have personal module. And to manage the machines, we have a device module. So the access control module will handle the like if attendance machines having the access control options, we can upload the functions regarding the access control system. Okay, and the payroll module, it will be handling the final report in terms of the like how much you want to pay to the employee. Okay, and the synchronization part, and we have email alerts. I will explaining to you the email alerts. It will be like for the attendance exceptions as well as the approvals. And our system, it supports multiple level of approvals. So you can imagine like if you have three departments, like parent department and the top department, so you can assign each managers on each department as approver. So it will reduce the work of each person will handle only their department, no need to handle all the people in a company by HR. We can divide the jobs, just assign the privilege, so you can do the approvals from the different department levels. Okay, and another thing, you can do the complicated shifting, scheduling, all these through this BioTime. And we have employee self login, multiple admin, as I mentioned. So I will show you how to do these things. And attendance calculation and reports. Of course, it will be like you will get different, like more than 20 plus reports you will get in different format, and it's exportable to Excel, CSV, and PDF. And we recently launched the mobile application. It will be like a sub module which can handle like it's which will make you easiest job. Like you can use them like a device. You can use a mobile to access the machine, like to get the attendance as well as the approvals. Okay, we will be explaining the function. So we will be moving one by one. Okay, so we will be evaluating one by one some important features. Okay, so I will be showing you from the software side also. Each function we will be explaining like that. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have a access control module, which will be helpful for the device functioning. For example, if you have the attendance machine having a subpart standalone access control, you can upload all the functions similar. You can see here time schedule, holidays, access group, campaign verification. So these all are the standalone access control options which is available in our attendance machines. Okay, so you can upload all these options through the same software. No need to use or you don't need to go to the machine and directly do these things. We can handle from the software. Okay, So I will be showing you like directly from the software we can show you. Okay, this is the software login page. So let me log in as a admin. Okay, the default password is admin. You can see the software here, the real-time dashboard as I mentioned in the previous slide. Okay, and here I will just show you the access control part. So if the device is already connected, you can do the options. You can set the time zone, you can access the door, you can upload the access level. So it will be like, mostly this will be using if you have a company having time attendance machines, which is having the, like, which is fixed on the door side. So you can upload all these things. So it will be helpful for you to upload these options using the single software. Okay, so let's move to the other function. Okay, next thing, the another module, payroll module. It is designed for like a medium scale or small scale companies, because if you are a company having like around 500 users and you want to handle attendance plus payroll in a single system, you can use BioTime 7.0. So the main advantage, the same attendance calculation from the company, it is forwarded to the payroll. So we will just take the attendance outputs, it will be converted in terms of payment. So you will get a monthly salary report, which will be giving for each person how much the company want to pay to the employee. Okay, so there is some settings you need to done on the payroll part to calculate the final salary. So I will show you in the software side. Okay, let's move to the software payroll part. You can see here in the payroll session, basically we want to set the formulas for the, like, formula for the attendance payroll calculation. For example, you can see here basic salary, work days, work hours. So these things we are simplifying using symbols. You can see we will make formula using these symbols, and you can define the currency, and you can make it default. If you have two companies, you can just change also, you can add multiple currency also. And this allowance type, it's to indicate, like in the company, the HR, especially for the HR, what all the allowance type you are providing to the employee side. Okay, same like deduction types you can define here. So after you define the basic things, you can create the formulas. For example, if your company is paying payment for different type of overtime, especially normal overtime, weekend overtime, holiday overtime, so of course there will be different payment for holiday and the weekend. So you can define three of this overtime in a different formula. For example, you can define OT hours into 50. So you can define as per your company rule, just define the things. So the calculation will be based on this. So here you can see I already created a normal overtime, which will be following a formula OTH, that means OT hours. This will be getting from the attendance, okay, based on the punches from the attendance terminals in the client side. So we will be following these formulas. So same like that, you can create leave formulas, exception formulas, and the overtime formulas. Then the next thing is salary structure. Okay, in the salary structure means it's we are defining. We want to define the basic salary of the employees. All the employees you can upload in the Excel sheet also, no issues. So in the salary structure, we will define how much the company is paying to them. And the salary change, it's like if you have some increments or something on the next month, so you can put the date of issue and how much is the amount. So on the next month payroll, it will be added this 200 or whatever you got the as an increment. Okay, and next is allowance. Here we already defined some types here, right? Allowance type, deduction type. So in the allowance part, we will be defining for which employees company is giving this allowance. For example, some people, if you are in sales, you will be getting some traveling allowance for the company. like company purpose. If you are traveling, you will get the allowance, right? So you can put the like how much amount you are the company is paying to you for the traveling. So this is from the HR side, okay? So HR can define which your person. If it is different, you can define here. Same way, deduction and expenses. So this is here we are doing like we are inputting the data based on the company payroll rules. They will be having the rules like each employee have different payroll rules from the HR side. So you can define here and deduction and expenses and allowance. This is like input, same like our petty cash voucher, no? Same like that. So you can input the values here. And cash advance, this is like if you take the advance payment from the company, so you will be this amount will be deducted from the next salary. So it's like if you take advance and you are mentioning like you can deduct from next month's salary. Okay, so you can define here. So no need to remember and just deduct in the final part. You can just define here. It will be automatically deducted in the report part. So this is the final report that we have. So in the reporting part, you can choose the employee or you can choose the department. Okay, so it's depends on the convenience. You can choose and you can do the from date and end date. This means the payroll calculation date. For example, if you are calculating 1st of June to maybe some company their payroll is 4 to 4 or some company 1 to 30. So you can choose, it's flexible, okay? You can just search. So here all the values that you entered to confirm, okay? You can take a printout and just submit to the company manager or the CEO. So this is the final report that we have, the monthly salary. So here it will be defining the names, details, and the salary, the basic salary, and the allowance, deductions, and all these things. Like for example, you can see here, okay, what is the amount you got for the expenses. This minus, it's like it will be deducted, okay, and cash advance, it's also deducted. So whatever is the basic salary, this minus amount, the green colors, this will be deducted, and the red color, it will be added up, okay. So the final salary will be depends on this calculations, okay. So when you export these, you will be getting the final payroll report. No need to do anything additional, it will be the final thing. And this WPS report, it's for the Middle East, especially in the UAE. We have some government reports which will be for the wage calculation, wage processing. This is only for that, the Excel format. So you can, for the normal case, you can follow this method. So let's move to the PowerPoint. Okay, so payroll management, this is the thing. You need to input some values. So in that case, you will get the final payroll report. Next, the synchronization of attendance and data. This is the important thing that we handle in the BioTime 7.0 other than other softwares, because the main difficulty that you are having, if you have like if you are going for a centralized system, you need to handle each device as separate or each device as a single system. For example, if you have multiple branch on under same management, you want to synchronize all the employees, because maybe employee A is punching in device 1 today, maybe he's doing the punch on second device on next day. So it will be depend, especially the traveling employees. So you need to like no need to register in each devices one by one. You can do like one click method. In the software we are handling by area wise. The area means it's the word it's using for the synchronization, okay. So area one, in the sense if you add the device, I will show you. Once you add the device, you can understand this one. When we add the device, it will be following to a default area in the BioTime. Then followed by, we need to change to the our own area. So basically, if you have one country, 10 machines, and you want to synchronize all the data through the web itself. Okay. So just assign all the devices on a single area. So all the data will be synchronized automatically. The data in the sense it will include employee information, biometrics like fingerprint, face, finger vein, everything. All the biometrics supportable from the ZK machines. It will be synchronized automatically. Okay, so you can see here, if you add one new employee in the head office machine, okay, automatically the software will push this information to the other country or other department machines. So always all the machine will show same count of employees. So if you have 100 employees in device A, and it should be like, it must be in the second device also, automatically the device software will make equal, like 100 each. So even whenever you update in the future, if the software is connected to the machine, like it's online, if it is online, it will be updated automatically. Okay, let me show to the, I will show you in the software side how it's handling. You can see here device module. So here you can see I'm connected one device. It's called, like, you as I mentioned, it's connecting to the default area, because you can see in BioTime the default area name is area name. Okay, so I want to create a new session, like I will make one area training, and I'm going to device. I'm clicking the device. You can see the name is auto add, because once the device is configured to the system, it will be automatically detected to the BioTime. So no need to add manually. It will be automatically detected. That's why it will give you the name auto add. So you can name it. You can change the name. Okay. So I will change to head office, and I am assigning to the my area, the one we created now, training. So at this moment, it will download all the data from that machine. So you will be getting how many, you can see the uploading sign here. That means once we change the area, device will start to communicate to the system. So whatever data the device have, also the software have in this area, it will be communicate each other. It will be synchronizing. So I think you got the idea. So you can see after some time, whatever data it's there in this machine, it will be downloaded. Okay, you can see here 16 employees, because that device already have some data. So it's already transferred within a second. You see, right? 16 employee, 23 fingerprint, and 4 face, and 47 transaction. That means 47 punch. Okay, and when you go to the real time, you can see the punches also from here. Okay, 06 punch from head office, because just now we connect the machine. So the latest punch will be appeared here. Check out and what is the attendance photo from the machine. So if you assign the, if I add another device to this area, same thing will happen. You will get all this count will be same, like fingerprint, face, user, and if your device supports finger vein, that will be also, and palm also. So all the biometric template synchronization based on the area. Okay, so let's move back to the PowerPoint. So next we will be doing the multi-level approvals. So here you can see the level of approvals which you set in the BioTime 7.0. Each department there will be approver. So you can create each department one approver or multiple approval. So there will be automatic emails in case of attendance exceptions. So let's move to the software part. So here you can see in the department session, we can take this department, HR department, and you can set the approver here. Here you can choose the employee. You can choose, for example, this department I am assigning the employee for as the manager. Okay, so I just select level 1, and you can make multiple employees on the same level, or you can keep one level, one employee. Okay, so I am choosing the topper level as employee 5, level 2. So the workflow will be under this human resource admin department. All the employee requests will be going to employee number 4. Once he requests, all the data will be moved to employee number 5. So you can decide how the request is handling. For example, if 10 employee requests leave, all the requests will be moved to employee number 4. Once it's approved, again it will go to the 5. So after 5 approved, it will show the final approval. So these options is to select how you want to manage the approvals. If multiple level, that means if you want to handle like both the levels should approve. Single level means at a time you can, for example, employee A requests the leave. So if employee 4 approve this one, then the process is finished. Okay. If you need multiple level, you can keep this one and select 2 people. So it will be like if employee A apply something, so you need to get approval from as well as like 4 and 5. And this notify option, it's to get the email. For example, if your company architecture, if you have 100 department, but only the HR need to get the email. So you can keep the HR email ID here. So all the approvals, the email will be going through this approver part, the HR part. Okay. So if you set already, it will be giving some error. Like I already set this guy as in the finance department. And you can see here the approver details. Single level means S, multiple level means it will show M. And each department you can see the count, 49 people present at the moment in the department, 1, and finance department, 1 employee. So each department you can see the statistics also. Okay, so the approver settings only depends on here, but internally in the BioTime there is a function. Whatever you are doing on the attendance approvals, it will be based on the approver that you set here. Okay, and you can see here this is the personal options. Personal option, you can see the employee information. So you can see the fingerprint is there or not, face is there. And if you want to upload some information for the employees, you can upload the personal information and you can give the device privilege. This is another option. You can, for example, as you know, in the devices, if you have the administrator privilege, you can change employee or admin. So if you want to add somebody who is as a registrar, who can handle the registration of the employee in the machine. So that things also you can handle from the software side. And this is to set the mobile app options. I will show you later that one. Okay. And this resignation option, it's like if you add the resignation, like if some employee left from the company, so you want to remove the fingerprint, even if the device is far away from your system, if it is connected to the BioTime, you can just assign the, like you can choose the employee, just put the resignation date. So if he is going on next month, you can just put the next month date. So on this date, the data, the fingerprint and the employee information will be deleted from the machine. Okay, so he cannot punch anymore from the machines if he is left, like he is left from the company. Okay, and we have some document expiry options. You can set the documents. It will be giving you like expiry alerts, emails. So these are all about the personal part. So let's move to the PowerPoint. So hope you are understand on the approval part. Okay. So approvals, even emails are automatic. You can set the frequency also. For the exception emails, you can set the frequency. For the approval emails, it will be like at the same moment. Whoever is approved or whoever is rejected or applied, all these things, the same time it will send you the approvals. Okay. Next, we will be moving to the shifting part. Okay, this is an important thing in, like you will be having issues in other systems. It will be difficult to handle the multiple type of shifting. Okay, so here I will be showing you, like you can see here, we can handle the multiple timetable in a single day and cross day, and we can set the shift cycles and the other function auto shift, and we can do temporary schedule. So let's move to the software part, so it will be more clear for you on this session. So we will move to the attendance module. Here you can see, you can create the timetable here. So this is the first part of attendance process. You need to assign, you need to create the timing, check-in time, check-out time, and we have break time management also. So you can set the break time management here. Then you can put the grace period of late, early leave, overtimes. So these all like depends on the company or department. You can create multiple timetables. Okay, and when you move to the scheduling, here is the important part. You can do the scheduling in the cyclic wise. The first one we explained, we can do the multiple timetable on a single day, right? So for example, if I choose two timetable, if I create timetable, all the timetable list will be applied here. You can choose the employee. So if I am choosing 1 and 2 and I am inserting, like in Sunday, I am assigning you need to work 9 to 18, as well as you need to come maybe in the evening. Okay, so I can assign like this. So this is the first function as we explained, multiple timetable on a single day. It can support. And the cyclic part, this is the cyclic part. For example, if you have a rotating shift like a roster, you can set first week one timing, second week another, third week another. So if you set three and if you set the start date and end date, it will repeat on every 3 weeks. No need to upload every 3 weeks. Okay, just one time. So between this time, it will be like replicated. Okay, so the next option is, so we covered multiple timetable on a day and the cross day like multiple cycles. And the cross day in the sense, if you have the timing like which will be today evening I am punching, next day morning I will be checking out. So this type of things also you can handle here. And the temporary schedule, this is another option. This is called as prioritized shift. For example, if you have already one shift, but your team told you to work on another timing, so you can choose the priority timing, which you will work on like on priority basis. So for example, this week I already have one timing. Okay, maybe it's night shift, but my manager informed me to do the morning shift. So you can choose the morning shift, choose the employee, just drag out. Okay, so on 17 to 30 my shift will be override to 9 to 18. So this will be having prioritized, but just careful, it will be for the short time. So like temporary, on temporary time period it will be override on my existing timing. Okay, so these all are the shifting part important things. And the auto shift, as you know, the auto shift in the sense we are giving the privilege to the employees. They can work at any time. Like if you give two timing, morning 6 to evening 5, and again evening 7 to next day 6. So you are not compelling the employees to work on stick on one timing. You are giving two options. The employee can choose which one I want to choose. Okay. So it depends on the check-in. The system will automatically choose whether he work at night shift or morning shift. So these all are regarding the scheduling part. So on the final session, if you need any examples or any doubts on this, you can ask me. So let's move to the employee self-service session. Here, as you know, as I explained, the system already have employee self login. So every employee can log in using their employee ID and the password. The main purpose of this, you can handle the employees can apply the leave, manual punch, overtime, and some they can see the reports. Okay, so it will avoid some emails, internal emails. So the employees can apply the leave through the web login itself. On the same web login, just choose employee ID and the default password is 123456. So they can apply all these things. And the multiple admin privilege. You can see here, if you have your company have IT department, HR department, or if you have different countries, it will be very easy to handle the BioTime. You can give 5 login or 6 login with different privilege. Okay, so I will be just showing you from the software part. So each privilege, you can define the roles like privileges. Here you can see in the system role, if I make one IT manager or something, IT rule, I am giving only device access. So when the IT person log into the BioTime 7.0, it will be showing only this module, device module. So it will avoid so many issues like Like you can assign who will handle which module. For the HR, you can give attendance and personnel. And you can create the user after you make the role. For example, test. You can authorize department. So when I log in, I can see only my department employees. Okay, so it will be easy. And the super admin will get a log, which will be giving all the admins status, what they are doing, and if some logs deleted, who is delete that one. These things you can export and submit to the management. The super admin have the access. Okay, let's move to the reporting part. In the attendance report, the main thing you can export to Excel, CSV, and PDF part. Also, you can arrange the layout, because the columns you can arrange. The attendance report, once you get the report part, you will be getting you can add the column or remove the columns. Okay, let me show you one report part. Here you can choose same like payroll session. You can choose the employee. Just select the date of you want to see the reports. Okay, so there is so many reports. Even though it's like fixed here, you can see daily attendance, which will be giving you with the symbols. Okay, and the total time card, each name, it will be having different format and calculation. And when you export, there is different formats again. For example, if you want to get employee wise, department wise, or date wise, you can get it. So each part you will be getting how much time they work and the overtime, all this status. And if you want to see in the summary also, it will be at the end. Okay, and you can take daily or weekly or monthly. It depends on you. And there is different type of exception reports. Like if you want to check only 2 days who all are late or who all are taking overtime, you just choose today's date or the last day to, for example, on first. This also I choose first. Okay, so I can see who all are early, who all are late. This is for the daily manpower statistics. You can choose this one. Okay, so let's move to the system architecture. As you know, it's a centralized web system. Okay, so we will be like the system will be server based. Even the license, database, everything, it's on a single server based. So you can install the BioTime 7.0 on the server part, and you can connect to your own database, or it depends. Like the system have a default database, PostgreSQL, or if you want, you can connect to your own database also. Then you can do some integration also. The main attraction is like the database of this BioTime, the check-in checkout table is open. So you can get the data and you can do the integration to ERP or something like SAP or Oracle, all these things you can integrate the output of attendance to your ERP input. And you can connect the machines from different locations using any type of connectivity. We need to just include the server IP and port number. So if you have public IP or dynamic address, you just put these options in the machines. So it will be connected automatically. As I show you, then you can change the area. So the system will be synchronized. And the employees can access from anywhere using the server IP and port number, or dynamic address or public IP you can use. The system architecture, the specifications we will be explaining in the next slides. You can see the templates. This is like the ZK machines. If you have any type of biometric templates, we can synchronize through the software. Okay, and this is the server specification. We are recommending the Windows 7 or 8 or Windows Server in different versions. And the network types, it depends on the machines. You can use Wi-Fi, 3G or TCP/IP. And we are following push SDK. That means it's both way communication, right? For example, you can push the data from the machine to the machine also. And our browsers like Explorer, Firefox, and Chrome. And the database part, it's having a default database called PostgreSQL. So when you install, the same moment you can use it. Okay, but the other parts, like you can, if you have SQL, MS SQL Server or MySQL or Oracle, you can create a database, just connect our software. Okay, it's like we are recommending SQL. If you have MySQL or Oracle, you can use that also. No need to use the basic default database. Can connect. It's compatible to MS SQL, MySQL, and Oracle. And regarding the server side, we can provide some hardware requirement. Like if you are going to connect 200 machines, we are recommending i5. If we are going for 500 plus, we will be giving you like some shared architecture. And the storage and the OS and the resolution, these things. You can just note it down. And this is our recent launch. It's called BioTime mobile application. You can get it from App Store or Play Store. Just type setk BioTime. Okay. So this will be like the same thing like a device. It will handle same like a device. If you have people working outside which cannot be reachable to the machine, you can give this mobile app access. So it's restricted from the software side. You can enable for some employees. Okay, so you can do the approvals and the punches. You will be getting the location details. You will be getting some same like real-time status. You will be getting some dashboard to analyze your data and some basic reports, all these things. So I will be just showing you some features. So you can see the mobile app login. So this login provided from your admin. Okay, the employee ID and the password will be provided from you. And you can see a server configuration here in the first login page. That means you will be giving same like the device that you are going to connect. You will be connecting to your server. The server means where you install the BioTime 7.0. You just configure the server and it will be showing your details. For example, whatever it's already available in BioTime. And the clock-in page, it contains a Google map. You can see a Google map on the second picture. And this orange color, this is clock-in. That means you can do the login from the mobile also. So from the mobile, once you log in, automatically it will get the location. So the location will be catched and it will be pushed to the server. So in the BioTime, I mean in the central application, all the punches that you are going to do from the mobile application, it will be with the location details. So you can track the employees. Okay, that is the purpose of this one. And you can see on the third picture the icons. Okay, the profile, it will be giving you the employee information from the BioTime application. And the request in the sense I will be showing you in the next part with the examples. There is the features like request, approval, schedules, and some announcement in the sense you can see the public and private announcement in with your company. So if you same like a company WhatsApp, you can get the inform others you have meeting or something, or if you can like you can receive some information also. And you can see all the employee contact information. And this is also real-time application. Like real-time, it is pushing the data to the BioTime database. So if you are taking the final attendance data from BioTime application, it will be giving you the final report, even the device or even the mobile application. Okay, so this is online notification window. You can see same like other apps in your mobile. You can see if you take your leave is approved or your overtime is requested, all these things it will be giving you a notification. So as a manager, there is a two login, manager and employee. Okay, as a manager, if I log in, I will get the notifications like once same employees coming, like if they are requesting leave or a manual punch, this type of things it will be notified as a online notification. If as an employee, I will receive when it is approved. Okay, and you can see, as I show you before, multiple level approvals, right? So you can see who is approved and who is pending, all these things. And this is the workflow for the approval through mobile. Okay, so in the mobile, you have an option, employee request. In the employee request, you can request anything like whatever we are doing in the software side, like leave, overtime, training, manual punch. These all things you can request from the mobile app. So it will be sending a real-time notification or message to your manager. So when admin login, admin can see a notification and he can approve at the same time from the mobile itself. No need to log into the software and do this approval. You can do the approvals from the mobile itself. Okay. Next function is schedule assignment. Here you can see that this is useful for the employee. As an employee, if I log in, I can see the calendar status in each day, like my punches, my exceptions, all this will be notified in different colors. And if I can see my schedule or shift assigned from my manager. Okay, so if I want to change my, if I want to request the change of shift, I can change schedule request option is there. So when I change schedule request, it will be going a notification to my manager. Once he approve, I will, my calendar will be updated. So for example, tomorrow my shift is night, but my manager already assigned me, like he already assigned me night, but I want to go day. So I can request a day time. So it will go for the approval from the manager. Once the manager is approved, I will get a notifications. Okay. So let's move to the successful case studies of BioTime 7.0. These are some applications you can use this system, like the government offices, schools, because you can track the students, you can get the attendance of teachers as well as students in a single system. And especially in the construction site, you can use a mobile devices, then it will be pushing you all the attendance data, real-time status, even the payroll, you can get it from there. And the chain stores. In the chain stores, in the sense, if you have outlets, different outlets with small number of employees, but you want to centralize the data, because in each store there will not be any HR. So you can install the BioTime in the central server, then these store devices will be connected real time to the main head office. So the data will be handled from the main HR. And the hospitals, because you, as I show you, there is different types of shifting part. So in the hospitals, you can handle the roster shifting and scheduling, commercial offices and retail logistics. So all these fields, this BioTime will be very useful for you to handle the attendance information. And this is some case studies that we done. This Bank of Ceylon from Sri Lanka, you can, they are using the iClock 880 model, like around 700 machines. So it's handled in two server, and in the two server, the BioTime is like a distributor architecture. It can handle, and it's real time data, and they are integrating to their payroll. And state of audit, Oman. Here they are using some two type of machines, mobile type and the feature type, and they are handling the employee payroll of all the employees in the central head office. And Safari Group using the G2 model with more than 100 piece. They are also doing like real-time attendance integrations as a centralized system. Okay, if you want to try the BioTime 7.0 trial, you can go to this login 80.227.52.78 So here we are hosting the application in our head office. So you can just log in and just try your, if you have like some queries, you want to try some shifting, or if you can see the system, you can just log in there. There is a default demo password. Just log in and you can check. And you can download the application also. The application QR codes are available. It can be get from App Store as well as Play Store. Just type ZK BioTime. Okay, thank you all.